together in one big splashdown fiesta.
A Caribbean connection, a regional vibration.
I say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean, we grooving to calypso and steel band. This jam go be irie. It's one love, so feel free, for we are the people of the Caribbean, showing that we don't want no basin plan.
A Caribbean connection, a regional vibration.
I say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean, we grooving to calypso and steel band. Getting together, so should every leader, for we are one people, one destination. So let us move on without hesitation.
A Caribbean connection, a regional vibration.
I say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean, we grooving to calypso and steel band. The venue is Tobago, and it's going to be a grand show, a true Caribbean Callaloo mix-up. When we start to jam up, we go in non-stop.
A Caribbean connection, a regional vibration.
I say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean, we grooving to calypso and steel band.
Grooving to Calypso and Steel Band right here on the Caribbean Connection Radio Show. Mike Andrews here with you. It's the most versatile show on the radio on this Saturday afternoon. January 30th, the final Saturday. Last Saturday in the month of January. Coming live on 1210theman.com and also streaming on YouTube. Seems like we off to a little rocky start here this Saturday afternoon. Sometimes you hit the wrong button and throws you off kilter. Takes a while to find what's going on. For the next 3 hours, folks, we're going to take a musical adventure throughout the Caribbean islands. We also have news and information to share with you right here on the Caribbean Connection radio show. I've got some news I'm going to share with you in just a few. And this Saturday, we are mourning the loss of one of the icons in Calypso, Mrs. Sandra Devines Millington, better known as Singing Sandra. Former Calypso queen, two-time Calypso monarch of Trinidad and Tobago. They call her mother, they call her sister, they call her the grand old dame of Calypso. Passed away this week at the age of 64, died at the Mount Hope Hospital in Trinidad. So as many radio stations around the world are doing, we're going to be featuring her and some of her music today right here on the Caribbean Connection radio show. So we'll get going with this one, song entitled Cleansing Fire, Singing Sandra, Caribbean Connection radio show.
Bring your tools. Fire time. Right now, let we start this blaze and bring down this flame. Let we go, light it up, clean it up. From Central to Port of Spain, I can feel winds of change. I'm telling you, let we go, clean it up. Don't try to contain, just let it escape. Right now, let me burn and rise in love. Something got to give, reignite that flame. Right now, let me take the name and take the trail. Let me take this. Let me take this. Come when you think it over, you better think it over. Come when you think it over, you better think it over. Come when you think it over, you will getting colder. Before the flight is over, you better think it over. I hear voices crying still from the blood that spill. Well, let me go, clean it up, light it up. Light a fire on them hill. Or the gunman will go bomb it up, go shoot it up, he go lick it up. Don't try to contain, just let we maintain. Right now let we burn and rise in love. Let we all just pray, save us from doomsday. So now in the Father's name, let's blaze the trail. Let we take this. Let me take this. Come when you think it over, you better think it over. Come when you think it over, you better think it over. Come when you think it over, think about your brother. Remember you're the elder. Boy, think it over, think it over. On this island where we live, we have so much to give. Let we show we don't want no more war. Bring that fire from within, heart and soul signing. Let we go, run them out, clean it up. It's time to reclaim the streets to we name. Right now let we burn and rise in love. Some things have to change, but in the Father's name, don't give up in time, we'll all prevail. Let me take
take this. Think it over. You better think it over. When you think it over, you better think it over. You better think it over. Or you go feel the fire from the Father. Boy, think it over. Then we take this fire.
The late singing Sandra Fiends Millington, Cleansing Fire. Just remembering her on this Saturday afternoon on the Caribbean Connection Radio Show. 1210theman.com is where we are. Also streaming live on YouTube. I like this one, boy. Cleansing Fire.
On this island where we live, we have so much to give. Let we show we don't want no more war. Bring that fire from within, heart and soul signing. Let we go, run them out, clean it up. It's time to reclaim these streets to we name. Right now let we burn and rise in love. Some things have to change, but in the Father's name, don't give up in time, we'll all prevail. Let me take this.
Always conscious rhythms coming from her, conscious lyrics. She sings with a passion unmatched by many others. In fact, many of the young ladies these days take their cue from singing Sandra. She has mentored many, including Carrie Nashe, the Selfa Calypso monarch. I'm gonna run back part of this one, yeah.
I hear voices.
Yeah, I just love it. I just love it. What a way to start.
Let me go, clean it up, light it up. Light a fire on them hill. Only God man will. Go bomb it up, go shoot it up, go lick it up. Don't try to contain, just let we maintain. Right now let we burn and rise in love. Let we all just pray, save us from doomsday. So now in the Father's name, let's praise the trail. Let we take this. Let me take this. Come on, you think it over. You better think it over. Come on, you think it over. You better think it over. Come on, you think it over. Think about your brother. Remember you're the elder. Boy, think it over. Think it over. On this island where we live, we have so much to give. Let we show we don't want no more war. Bring that fire from within, heart and soul signing. Let we go, run them out, clean it up. It's time to reclaim these streets to we name. Right now let we burn and rise in love. Some things have to change, but in the Father's name, don't give up in time, we'll all prevail. Let me take this. it over. You better think it over. You better think it over. Or you go feel the fire from the Father. Or you think it over.
When we take this fire.
Singing Sandra, cleansing fire. It's WNMA 1210 The Man, Caribbean Connection Radio Show. Mike Andrews here with you until 3 o'clock. I'm going to take a break and come back with some more Singing Sandra after this. We're going to feature some of the songs throughout the program here on this Saturday, January 30th, 2021. Cleansing fire.
You hear that? That is me, Mr. Gopal, opening and pouring a bottle of Jamaican country-style ginger beer soda. That is the only ginger beer soda I just drink because it's just the best. The JCS ginger beer soda has that real Caribbean taste of ginger beer, not the watery piao-piao taste like them others. It have a zing and a zap, just like if you make it home for yourself. I drink it when I thirsty, I drink it with my food, or when I'm mixing my Moscow Mule. Wait, you don't know what Moscow Mule is? Well, take some vodka and mix it with the JCS ginger beer soda. Zap, the best Moscow Mule in town. If Gopal says so, it's so. The Jamaican country style ginger beer soda. That is the damn thing self, yes boy?
The Jamaican country style ginger beer soda is available in major supermarkets and groceries in 12-ounce or 2-liter bottles and is distributed by Kingston Miami Trading Company. Check out our website at jcskitchen.com.
Jones Law Firm, Attorney Dawn Grace Jones, serving the South Florida community in the areas of car accidents, slip and falls, any injury case where you suffer negligence through no fault of your own. Have you been injured at work? Also contact Dawn Grace Jones at Jones Law Firm. How? Go to law.dawngracejones.com. Call 954-451-1653. That's 954-451-1653. Jones Law Firm, Dawn Grace Jones.
Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery is a place to go to satisfy your craving for tasty, home-style, tea Caribbean food. Stew dishes, curry dishes, callaloo, macaroni pie, oil dung, cow heel soup, fish, provisions, saltfish, bacon chop, you name it. Real dung home, long time no eat treats. Bakery items like homemade bread, coconut bake, cassava pone, corn rolls, and coconut drops. Drinks like Morby, sorrel, juices, peanut punch, and the soursop drink is to die for. Stop by and taste for yourself. Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery, 20316 Northwest 2nd Avenue. That's 441 just north of Ives Dairy Road. Call 305-974-5876. Sweet Aunt Kathy can really cook.
21 minutes after 12 o'clock, Saturday, January 30th, 2021. It's Mike Andrews here with the Caribbean Connection Radio Show, the most versatile show on the radio, coming on 1210theman.com and also coming to you on YouTube. As we continue with the unknown situation regarding the radio station, I'm talking about the station 1210 AM. January, we started where we were off the air on the airwaves of 1210 AM. We've been online and on YouTube since then. So for the entire month of January, today is the final weekend in January. There were 5 Saturdays. So we've been online with an online format only. I know that a lot of listeners, especially my elderly listeners, they like the radio. I like the radio too sometimes, but it's just a matter of tuning in online. So it's 1210theman.com or YouTube. In a little bit, I have some news for you regarding that situation. I'll share with you in just a little bit. Good news, different news. So I'll share that with you in just a little bit. But today we are here with you until 3 o'clock. We started with Don and Rosie from 9 until 12. And following me will be Eddie, Cleveland, Jillian, Caribbean Rhythms, 3 at 3. They're coming from 3 until 6 as we continue with Caribbean Saturdays here. We've been together now for going on 34 years. Eddie and Eddie, started the role here in the days of Arnold Henry. And then Don picked up and I came in third. And I've been here, this is my 34th year. So Don and Eddie have been here longer. So we've been together, though, going on 34 years as a team. That may change. We don't know the situation with the radio station. It's something that we are in the dark as much as you are. And I guess the people who run the station are also in the dark. From what I understand, I don't know that the station is up for sale. That is what we have been led to believe. The station is up for sale. So there is actually no programming on the 1210 a.m. They just play music. If you tune in to 1210, they just have music running there with no particular programming or no radio personalities announcing or anything like that. So that's the situation with that. We don't know when that will change. However, I've been receiving a lot of texts and calls from a lot of people. They have tuned in online. Some of them like the online format. Some of them say, no, I prefer the radio. Some of them call me and say, I don't have access to listen to you online, so I don't hear you at all. Some people don't know what's happening. I've been getting calls from people, friends are calling me. They call me to find out what's going on, and they can't hear you on the radio. Some people say he didn't pay his bill, which is not the case. But some people, they like to put a bad spin on everything. He didn't pay his bill. That's why he didn't have the money to pay. No, it's nothing like that. Especially as you guys were supporting the program and contributing all along. If you didn't do that, I think 4 months ago you could have said Mike didn't pay his bill because your guys' support helped me to do that. But I'll have the news come in just a little bit. Let's get going. We're paying tribute to Singing Sandra. Tributes continue to come in from many sectors, not just in Trinidad, but around the Caribbean and around the world, honoring the contribution that Singing Sandra Devines Millington made to Trinidad and Tobago, the region, and the world. Singing Sandra died on January 28th. She was 64 years old, and she won the Calypso Monarch contest in 1999 and 2003. Regional media, Jamaica Observer, Nation News in Barbados, in St. Kitts, in St. Lucia, all around paying tribute to Singing Sandra because she was well loved around the Caribbean. Her first big hit that became an anthem for women was Die With My Dignity, which I'll play for you in just a little bit. President of the Trinbago Unified Calypsonians Association, TUCO, that's Miss Brother Resistance, Lutalo Masimba, in a personal message said, she walked tall and majestic and always carried the flag for Laventil Mova with every step she made on this journey. His message said that she exuded royalty and humility. She was born in 1957 in East Dry River. Her mother was from Tobago, is what I understand, and she was raised in Mova. As a child, she started performing and performed in various small productions, including the Best Village productions. In her mid-20s, she was approached by Calypsonian Dr. Zivago in 1984 to perform 2 of his songs, and the following year was recruited to Mighty Sparrow's Youth Brigade tent for Carnival 1985. She and Sparrow remained friends all through the years. Her exceptional talent and persistence in hard work and in music resulted in her winning the National Calypso Queen in 1987, and that was with Die With My Dignity. From that moment and after, her career accelerated at an exponential rate. She went on to win the Calypso Monarch and the Calypso Queen of the World titles in 1992. Carifesta Monarch, and Calypso Queen of the World titles in 1992. She also performed at Reggae Sunsplash Festival in 1992. Later on, she formed the group United Sisters, remember, with Lady B, Tigress, and Marvelous Marva, Whoa Donkey. I brought them up here that year, remember? Yeah. That's when I met her, and we became friends since then. She continued to perform as a solo artist and consequently won the Best Nation Building Song Award in 1997 with the song One Destiny, One Heart. In 1999, Singing Sandra became the second woman to ever win the Calypso Monarch competition after Calypso Rose won the title in 1978. The 2 songs that put her in first place were titled Song for Healing and Voices from the Ghetto, one of the best calypsos ever written on song. You'll hear that later on too. In 2003, she made history once more to become the only female calypso artist to ever win the Calypso Monarch twice. And the songs were For Whom the Bell Tolls and Ancient Rhythm. She died on at the Mount Hope Hospital. She was in there for, I understand, not too serious of an ailment. She and her family were expecting her to go home, but she passed away at a little after 12 midnight on that day. So we send out condolences to her family in Trinidad and here and all around. So condolences to her. So we're going to play some of her songs during the program today. Here is one that she sang with H2O Flow, a song entitled The Power of a Child. And she had a unique styling of her singing, always passion. Singing Sandra here.
I'm your son and you're my mother. You love me like no other. We share a bond together. Our music, life and culture.
When I was a little younger, I could not see my future, but now I see things clearer through the eyes of my own daughter. The power of a child
is to remind you how to smile.
The power of a child
is to teach you how to love.
So sing a song of praise. Send it to the Lord above. So open out your mouth and let me sing it out loud.
I see the children play, observe the things they do, listening to what they say. I find that so amazing. Just now you see them fighting. Look now, watch at them play. At first it was confusing, but now I'm understanding. It's to remind them how to smile. It's to teach them how to love.
So sing a song of praise.
Send it to the Lord above.
So open out your mouth
and let me sing it out loud. Put your loving hand in the air.
Give praises, give praises.
Peace and love in the atmosphere.
Give praises, give praises.
Put your loving hand in the air.
Give praises, give praises.
Peace and love in the atmosphere.
If we could take example, reproduce and make a sample, adopt their love so humble, run away from all your troubles,
run away from your depressions, limitations and condemnation, and even racialism. For love is the key and love is the answer.
It's to remind you how to smile.
The power of a child
is to teach them how to love.
So sing a song of praise.
Send it to the Lord.
So open out your mouth
and let me sing it out loud.
Oh yeah.
Sing it out loud.
Give praises, give praises.
Put your loving hand in the air.
Give praises, give praises.
Peace and love in the atmosphere.
Give praises, give praises.
Put your loving hands in the air.
Give praises, give praises.
Peace and love in the atmosphere.
Teaming up here with H2O Flow, that's singing Sandra here, The Power of a Child. And what about the tune that started it all? The tune that has become an anthem for women fighting against employers or men taking advantage of them when they're looking for work. It became like a signature song for women's rights in the Caribbean. It has been done over in reggae. Many people have tried to sing it, but no one has done it or can sing it like is singing Sandra. The song was written by Tobago Crusoe, done here by singing Sandra, the first tune that won her the Calypso Queen contest. Die with my dignity.
They want to know how much money
Singing Sandra there for you. Die with my dignity. Good afternoon, Miss Tanya. Tanya Nesbitt says, I got you online and I like the online format. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Greetings to you and your family.
It have a lot of women just like me who might be not too well off financially. You need a job and you really need it bad. A man decides to help you, must be glad. But if you value yourself as a woman, you will demand respect from the vagabonds. Stand up to them and let them know the truth. It's what you want, you will not blinking prostitute. You have a hole on your back, they want to see. They want to see if you are marks on your belly. They want to know how much man you had before, and if you're strong enough to take any more. I have a pride and I have my ambition. I want to hold my head up high as a woman. So brother, they go keep their money, I go keep my honey and die with my dignity.
Today, the entertainment world also mourning the loss of Miss Cicely Tyson. Passed away on Thursday at the age of 96. Wow, healthy 96 too. Cicely Tyson was born in New York, daughter of Caribbean immigrants. Her mother and father came from Nevis. And she was born in Harlem on December 19th, 1924. Her mother was Frederica Tyson, and her father was William Tyson. Worked as a carpenter, a painter, and any other jobs he could find. Both her parents were born in Nevis. The father arrived in New York City at the age of 21 and was processed as Ellis Island on August 4th, 1919. In 1963, Cicely became the first black actress to star in a television drama when she starred in the celebrated series East Side, West Side. In 1972, she played the role of Rebecca Morgan in the critically acclaimed Sounder. She was subsequently nominated for both the Academy Award and the Golden Globes Award for Best Actress for her work in Sounder, and also won the NSFC Best Actress and NBR Best Actress Awards. She was also a recipient of the prestigious Kennedy Center Honors in 2015. Among many awards, she was awarded the United States' highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by then-President Barack Obama in November of 2016. In September of 2018, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced that Cicely Tyson would receive an honorary Academy Award. On November 18th, she became the first African-American woman to receive an honorary Oscar. In 2018, she was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame, and she was chosen to be inducted into the Television Academy's Hall of Fame in 2020. She died just 2 days after her first memoir, Just As I Am, was released. And I remember reading just last week a story where she was talking about her book. In an interview, she talked about her days with her second husband, Miles Davis, and other things. Just 2 days after her memoir was released, died at the age of 96. Cicely Tyson, of course, remember her from Roots, right? Yeah, Roots, boy, Roots. It's WNMA, and the news I have to share with you is this. In light of the situation here with the radio station, and we're not knowing what's going on, I have gone on to sign up for my own online radio station. Yes, I don't know where we go from here as far as this station is concerned. You know, we're not on the air. We're not on 1210 AM. We've been streaming live on 1210theman.com. I have done something similar, and I have signed up now for my own online radio station. It's streaming right now. All you can hear is music because I have music uploaded where I have like an auto DJ. It's just playing music right now. We in the basement. We're on the ground floor. We starting to build and we're building up. From here, I have some ideas for some programming. Now I have access to 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. What I'm going to do with all that time, I don't know as yet, but I have some ideas for some things that I'll be doing with that program. I don't know if today will be my last day here on 1210theman.com, but we're on my online format. Get a pen and paper. Write it down. so that you can now follow me online. It was inevitable, I guess, for this to happen. It's something that I and Eddie and Cleveland done. We spoke about this about 10 years ago to do an online format. We stayed on the radio. Most of our listeners like us on the radio. But signs of the times, we seem that we have to go online now, and this is what I have done. I may have a daily program. I don't know as yet. That's one of the things I'm working in mind, whether it's a morning program or an afternoon program. So now you'll be able to hear Caribbean Connection on a daily basis online. There's a lot to talk about. I'm going to be sending out information on my Facebook page. People have sent me their phone numbers and emails to send the information when I have the online situation signed up, which I will do. And as we build, I will let you know as far as program lineup and what we are going to be doing with the online format. There are many ways to listen to radio online. Also, with the program I'm using, I will be able to set up my own app. So you can, once I have that set up, you can now download your app to your smartphone or your tablet, whatever. And through the app, you can listen to me wherever you go through your phone or whatever. In your car, of course, the new cars have the auxiliary jack. So you can tune in on your phone, plug the phone into the auxiliary jack, and you hear me on the radio in your car just as you hear on the radio now. At home, you can listen on your laptop, on your desktop. If you're listening on a smaller device, you can have a Bluetooth speaker that will be broadcasting in nice, and the signal is clean and nice stereo song, not this AM crackling song that we've been doing for 30-something years, right? It's nice and clean, so you can, with a Bluetooth speaker or whatever. There's also a device that, it's a device like a little radio where you can preset internet stations and listen it on the radio as opposed to listening on a computer. If you go to Amazon.com, there's some start as low as $50 and go all the way up to $200 or more, depending on what features you want and how much you want to spend. So you can actually, it's like a little radio that you can plug into your stereo also with an auxiliary jack and listen. So there's a lot of options to listen online. So the people who think that, I can't hear the AM radio no more, there are a lot of options. It gives me more things I can do. So in the long run, it's going to be better for all of us, I think. All right? So you have your pen and paper ready? This is a link to listen to me on my online stream. S5, that's S as in sugar and the number 5, S5.citrus3, CITRUS3, all right, .com. So s5.citrus3.com, colon, that's the 2 dots, colon, 2020/public/Caribbean Connection. All right, I will repeat it. You can call me here at the station, 786-359-4756. I'll repeat it. You can send me a text, 305-527-7664. I will repeat it for you. It will be on my Facebook page, and I will try to send out information as much as possible for my new online radio station. That song's my new online, this is my own online radio station where you can tune in and hear the Caribbean Connection 24/7. It's not wonderful. Now, like I said, I have ideas for programming. I've spoken to a couple of people already that would do some programming on there. We formalizing everything. In the end, I'm going to have video also, so you'll be able to see video, whether it's on YouTube or whatever other format. So we'll also have video like now you see YouTube you see me on YouTube. So it's something I'm excited about. Last week I told you that when I have ideas that it keeps me up at night. The other night when I did this on, when did I sign up? Thursday evening I signed up. Thursday night, folks, I hardly slept. I went to bed, I was up at 2, and I didn't go back to bed until after 5. I tried to sleep, I paced up and down, ideas start flowing through my mind. I had to end up going on the computer just to try and clear some of the things. I researched this and researched. This is 2 o'clock in the morning now. And I lay there thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. I didn't sleep at all. So this is something I'm excited about. I'll give it a try. We'll try it for a while. I know we have a base already. If it doesn't work out, then there's, not much of a thing. So, we'll talk more about it during the day. I'll give you the information. But once again, get your pen and paper. S5, that's S as in sugar, 5, the number 5. S5 dot citrus3, citrus as in orange, CITRUS, number 3. So citrus, number 3, citrus3.com, colon, that's the 2 dots, one on top of the other, not colon cancer, colon, 2020, that's the numbers, 2020, /public /Caribbean connection. That's my online URL where you can go and tune in. If you go right now, you hear music playing. I have music programmed in there. It's only music until I get my live programming in there. There'll be a mixture of live programming and pre-programmed music. So when we're live, you hear the live programming. Other than that, you'll hear the music playing. So it's a nice source and I put a nice mix of music in there too. So you can actually just be listening to music at home in the background. So that, I'm excited. And I hope you are for me too. I sent out a few of my links just as an introductory thing, and they all say they like it. Music is clean and nice. So I'm now making it public, and I'll continue to update you as we go along. Caribbean Connection Online, s5.citrus3.com, /2020 /public /Caribbean Connection. Let's get back here now on the airwaves of 1210theman.com. And this is Nadia Batson, a tune I can adopt today, Counting My Blessings.
Blessings on blessings, blessings on blessings.
It's truly a blessing to be able to do that.
Nadia, I still hold my head high, high. Counting my blessings, blessings, yeah. You bless me, no one could take this away. Na 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 na. Give me the world of fame, I'm still the same Nadia. Right now the world could change, I'm still the same Nadia. All
And I'm looking at the YouTube feed here, Miss Linda King. Thank you for tuning in online on YouTube. Daniel Nesbitt, thank you for tuning in. I see you online on YouTube. Somebody posted on YouTube, what's happening with the station? Why is it only online? I always listen online to Mike and Eddie's shows, but I'm just curious. I hope you heard my explanation a while ago. The situation with the radio station, we're not sure what's going on, so we're online only for now at least. I know that, I think that the station is being sold, so that there's no programming on the station itself, so we've been off the air, but online only at 1210theman.com. Hence, the reason that I took the step, something that I've been thinking about and should have done a long time ago, took the step to go online and have my own online radio station. I know Eddie is also thinking about that. Don and I spoke about this, and I made the move, and I have my own online format right now, s5.citrus3.com:2020/public/Caribbean Connection. You just go there, hit the play button, and you'll be able to hear my station. Right now it's just streaming music. And I'm going to be having a website, so you can go to the website. I'm trying to find a name. I had a name before which was taken. I'm going to develop a website, so then you can go directly to the website and link from there to the radio station and be listening to the program there from the website also. And the website will bring you news and links to everything around the Caribbean. The idea is to link the Caribbean with a an online format that really links you with the Caribbean, like my show has done for 34 years. It's not going to be just a Trini thing or whatever. It's going to be a Caribbean thing. Of course, mostly Trinidad, because that's what I know. But it's going to be a Caribbean thing, and with nice music. I already have some great, beautiful music queued up in my auto DJ, like this song. One of the programs I have in mind is something I've been thinking about for a long time. A Caribbean jazz program. Maybe an hour or two, bringing you Caribbean jazz music like this one. So there are lots of possibilities. I'm excited about the possibilities for the type of shows. Yeah. Counting my blessings. One door open, or it's the other way around. One door closes, two opens, right? You know that saying? They give you lemons, make lemonade. Yeah, counting my blessings. And for you Panorama lovers, do you know that tomorrow would have been Panorama semifinals? I would have been in Trinidad right now. Possibly Cleve would have been filling in for me today. But here we are. Ah, yes, boy, that's Ray Holman together with Jason Batiste, a tune entitled Tanty Lou. Some of the tunes you'll be hearing more often in its entirety. If you see me on YouTube, the cap I have on, it's the official seal of the President of the United States. Yeah, I'm the President. Got that in one of my Washington, D.C. visits. To the museums up there, the Smithsonian Museum, where I found a Calypso CD featuring music from the 1920s and 1930s. Yeah, at the Smithsonian, boy. I bought it right away, yeah. So my seal is the President of the United States of America. That's the cap I'm wearing. And I can proudly wear that now, in light of the changes. And if you go to YouTube, my good friend Hayden out there in Sedona has put the link for my new online show. So it's on my YouTube feed there. So you can go there and check it. Also, my good friend Randy in Orlando, if you go to his website, CaribbeanAffairs.info, you can also find the link to my online radio station. You guys are coming out and helping me already. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Randy, and thanks, Hayden. I know Hayden under some snow there in Sedona. They got some serious winter storms in Sedona this week. So thanks, Hayden. Thanks, Randy. Go on YouTube. It's there. Let me see. I'm looking for it here. Okay. But go to CaribbeanAffairs.info and scroll along, and Randy Ellis has put the link there for me also. We have news coming up right about now, so let's get some of the news coming your way.
For the best variety and the right mix of Caribbean music, news, and information, tune into the Caribbean Connection radio show with Mike Andrews every Saturday from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The most versatile show on the radio.
News coming out of the Caribbean. We start, of course, with the COVID-19 situation there worldwide. Is up to 102,757,611 positive cases in this started a year ago or so. Total deaths is 2,000, and it goes up by about, I think about 2 million a week, the positive cases. Total deaths is 2,219,069 total deaths worldwide. The USA has 25.8% of the world's confirmed cases, more than a quarter. 26,514,523 confirmed cases, with 20.2% of the total deaths, 447,000, 492 total deaths in the United States. We see some good news this week where in some places confirmed cases are down. We see that Novavax, the new vaccine, also has some positive vibes on it. And some positive news are coming out with the vaccines and what have you. Florida, we have 1.7 million confirmed cases with 26,257 deaths. Across the Caribbean, I started a few weeks ago giving you the active cases. Puerto Rico leads the Caribbean. Puerto Rico has 81,112 active cases, more than any other of the Caribbean islands or countries. 81,112 active cases, so be careful of traveling to Puerto Rico. In Panama has 40,852 active cases. Dominican Republic has 53,641 active cases. 285 are serious or critical. Cuba saw a little spike past week. They now have 5,151 active cases. And they say the spike in Cuba is due to the opening of the border and people actually relaxing how they go about observing the corona protocols, which is similar across the islands. Some islands have seen some spike because people are relaxing, because they have low numbers. They think they could relax and not wear masks and gather and have parties and have gatherings. And we see some spikes in places like St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent, and so on. Jamaica has 3,136 active cases, with only 10 considered serious or critical. They have 345 deaths so far. Belize saw their active cases decreasing, so they only have 282 active cases with 3 serious. Bahamas has 1,228 active cases. Trinidad and Tobago, 275 active cases with only 2 considered serious, 134 deaths. They continue to be one of the only Caribbean countries that the borders are still locked down. Guyana has 812 active cases with 6 considered serious. St. Martin on both sides, 334 active cases. U.S. Virgin Islands, one of the territories that have seen some success with their coronavirus protocol, only 91 active cases with none serious. St. Lucia saw a spike, and Prime Minister Alan Chastanet saying, we have to get back to being serious in St. Lucia because it has caused some spike when people relax their, the things they did. 564 active cases in St. Lucia. Barbados, 336 active cases. Antigua, 36 active cases. St. Vincent, with a spike, 662 active cases in St. Vincent, but only 2 considered serious so far. Dominica has 11, Grenada has 5, and St. Kitts have 2. Grenada, St. Kitts, Dominica, they've all been put on the list. Trinidad and Tobago, in a report this week, some of the countries have been lauded for their response to corona and the way they are controlling the spread. So good news for those countries. In Trinidad and Tobago, opposition leader Kamala Prasad-Bissessar has questioned whether Wednesday's motion of no confidence against National Security Minister Stuart Young was shut down to prevent her from revealing further mismanagement of the government's exemption policy for folks to enter Trinidad and Tobago. This, as the Superior Member of Parliament said she received information that on January 26, the Ministry of National Security granted an exemption request from Blue Waters Limited for 39 persons from Honduras to enter Trinidad and Tobago on January 28th. She said it's a request that appears to have been made 11 days prior on January 15th. It is insulting to the thousands of citizens of this country who have been stranded abroad, forced to beg and plead to return home, for non-nationals to be granted exemptions with haste, Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar said. She continued, how many non-nationals has Stuart Young granted exemptions to, while citizens who have toiled to build this nation have been blocked out? Blue Water's Chief Executive Officer, Dominic Hadid, said in defending the exemptions that technicians from Honduras were necessary for replacement of a main bottling line at the company's Orange Grove bottled water plant. Some controversy there. Meanwhile, Attorney General Farish Alwari praised the Minister of National Security, Stuart Young, for his handling of crime and COVID-19, defending him against the no-confidence vote by the opposition. Saying that statistics tell the truth, the Attorney General said that Young has delivered performance in areas like crime fighting. We've just witnessed the lowest output of crime in 20 years, he said. Members opposite might consider it irrelevant, but the people of Trinidad and Tobago consider it relevant. The minister must be commended. He compared crime statistics variously from 2015 to 2020. He said serious crimes overall fell from 17,134 to 10,188. Among these, murders fell from 420 in 2015 to 397 in 2020. He didn't say that last year, 2019, had the second highest murder rate. Not last year was 2020. In 2019, had the second highest murder rate in Trinidad and Tobago. But last year, murder rate went down. Some people are saying it's because of the COVID-19 restrictions, but credit should be given also. He said likewise, kidnappings fell from 115 to 84 for that period. Over the same period, violent crimes went from 4,641 to 3,636. And last Monday was the elections for the Tobago House of Assembly seats. The People's National Movement and the Progressive Democratic Patriots won 6 seats each in the January 25th THA elections. The result was unparalleled in the island's history and the THA Act did not provide a solution for a scenario in which parties did not agree on the presiding officer. The presiding officer is responsible for selecting the chief secretary after nominations and votes by elected assemblymen. In the assembly chamber on January 28th, the PDP suggested that the assemblymen resort to national consultation on the matter and cast lots to select the leader. However, the PNM was not willing to do that. All 12 assemblymen were sworn in on January 28th by President Paul May Weeks. So they're saying that there might be another election for the Tobago House of Assembly. And the PDP said it wants the matter resolved sooner than the proposed indefinite period suggested by the PNM. The PDP said it will head to the court on Monday for the court's interpretation of the law. So there's a deadlock there, 6-6 in the 12-man seat in the Tobago House of Assembly. And in Jamaica, a nutrient cost analysis has revealed that on average, Jamaican minimum wage earners spend close to half, or 48% of their weekly income on food. The minimum weekly income in Jamaica is 7,000 Jamaican dollars, which is equivalent to about 48 US dollars. You heard right. The weekly income, the minimum wage earners, is 48 US dollars, and they spend more than half or close to half on food. The study, entitled Towards a Livable Minimum Wage in Jamaica, was conducted in June of 2020 by the School of Graduate Studies, Research and Entrepreneurship at the University of Technology in Jamaica. Data was collected in low and high income communities in all 14 parishes, using supermarkets, open markets, and wholesales as a source of prices for 192 commonly consumed foods. In his presentation of research findings on Thursday, Professor of Public Health Nutrition Fitzroy Henry highlighted that 160,000 workers in Jamaica earn less than $7,000 per week. That's 48 US dollars. He explained that among the general expenses, electricity, food, water, transport, and rent, the line of least resistance among Jamaica's vulnerable is food. If Jamaica were to come close to its Caribbean neighbors, such as St. Kitts and Nevis or Barbados, where citizens spend 29% and 27% respectively on meals, the minimum wage would have to be significantly increased. A 59% wage increase, which translates to about 11,000 Jamaican dollars or 76 US dollars, would allow for families to allocate 30% of income to food. The hunger index showed that 7.1% of Jamaicans experience severe hunger, but among the poor, that figure rises at 23.9%. Jamaica's consumer price index has moved from 31.7 in 2000 to 177.2 in 2017, an indication that the cost of food is increasing considerably. That is something that affects a lot of Caribbean islands, that the poor are very poor. I guess around the world, huh? Some of the poor are very poor, while some people enjoy extreme richness. 48 US dollars per week salary. Wow. The border dispute between Guyana and Venezuela took a serious turn this week, even as Guyana and international stakeholders continue to press for a peaceful conclusion to the Guyana-Venezuela border controversy. Venezuela remains seemingly bent on arbitrarily laying claim to Guyana's territory, with the country's naval forces increasingly intruding on Guyana's maritime space. The region, called Guyana Essequibo, sometimes also called Essequibo, is a disputed territory of 61,600 square miles. That's almost 3/4 of all of Guyana right now. Venezuela is claiming that, folks, west of the Essequibo River, that is administered and controlled by Guyana, but claimed by Venezuela. Increased activity by Venezuelan naval vessels and other forces in Guyana's waters started after Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro issued a decree claiming Venezuela's sovereignty and exclusive sovereign rights in the waters and seabed adjacent to Guyana's coast west of the Essequibo River. A Venezuelan naval vessel last week entered Guyana's territory and abducted 12 fishermen who remain detained in Venezuela. The crew and both vessels were illegally detained by the Venezuelan government and are currently still in detention at Port Guerrilla. It was reported recently that the men were placed before a Venezuelan court and then subjected to a 45-day detention pending an investigation. Guyana has strongly condemned the illegal detention of its citizens and the illegal seizure of their fishing vessels by the Venezuelan Navy. CARICOM countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, together with Canada and the United Kingdom, on Thursday joined other nations in calling on Venezuela to release the 12 Guyanese fishermen that they are holding in detention. Recently, in the International Court of Justice, they ruled that they will hear the dispute regarding Venezuela's claim to almost three-quarters of Guyana, and this has intensified since the recent oil finds by Exxon. So Venezuela is now looking to claim three-quarters of Guyana. Wow. And Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, yesterday announced more strict restrictions on travelers in response to new, likely more contagious variants of the novel coronavirus, including making it mandatory for travelers to quarantine in a hotel at their own expense when they arrive in Canada, and suspending airline service to Mexico and all Caribbean destinations until April 30th. Lots of people are now stuck. The suspension of flights will further affect the tourism sector in the Caribbean nations, which have been struggling since the onset of the coronavirus in March of 2020. Mr. Trudeau said in addition to the pre-boarding test that Canada already requires, the government will be introducing mandatory PCR testing at the airport for people returning to Canada. Travelers will then have to wait up to 3 days at an approved hotel for their test results at their own expense, which is expected to be more than $2,000, Mr. Trudeau said. Those with negative tests will then be able to quarantine at home under significantly increased surveillance and enforcement. Air Canada, WestJet, Sunwing, and Air Transat are cancelling air service to all Caribbean destinations starting this Sunday, tomorrow, until April 30th. And in Belize Police Commissioner Chester Williams said that he has no problem with the Supreme Court ruling handed down today, which declared that the police department's ban on female officers having dreadlocks unconstitutional. Williams explained that he has no problem in general with females wearing natural hair to work in a professional setting, but notes that there are some practical concerns for hairstyles, such as dreadlocks for law enforcement personnel. He said, for example, a police going to arrest someone, you don't want to have your hair in a style that the person you go to arrest may use your hair as a weapon against you. You know, in cat fight, the first thing women grab is the hair, right? He also noted that since the 7 female officers took the matter to court back in 2019, they have all remained on the job, and some of them have even been promoted despite their dreadlocks. In contrast, Mr. Williams said that the policy on hair has been revised and is extremely clear about what is expected of male officers in terms of their hairstyle. So once it is that you enter the department, knowing that you are supposed to maintain a low haircut, we don't expect that you'll accept coming in, knowing the situation, and then later on you come out and you want to change it to suit you. I don't think that the court is going to countenance that. So, wow. It's good for the ladies, but not good for the men. That's my final story coming from across the region, brought to you right here on the Caribbean Connection radio show. Thanks for listening.
Kingston Miami Trading Company is the largest West Indian-owned food distributor in the Southeast USA market. We pride ourselves in being creative and innovative in formulating quality Caribbean and ethnic food. Our products include Jamaica country-style brands, sodas, coconut juice and coconut drinks, seasonings and spices, sauces, mango juice, fruits and vegetables. We've also got Trinidad Best and Trinidad country-style products, pepper sauce, green seasoning, Morby, sorrel. We also have Sac Passe Creole style, Mrs. Chris products, Guyana Way, Crop Over brand, Chef Bull Chong sauces, Caribbean exotic gourmet, and lots more. Our products are always rated high in quality, low in price, and larger in quantity, and available at leading groceries. We are Kingston Miami Trading Company. Log on to kingstonmiami.com or call 1-800-986-0986.
Oh yeah, I meet this chick in the grocery the other day and I invite she home for dinner. I say, what you want, darling? She say she like jerk chicken. I tell myself jerk chicken, but I's a Trini. I know roti and pilau. Anyway, I asked my partner Delroy and he tell me the best jerk seasoning to use is the Jamaica country style Boston jerk seasoning. He say you could get it spicy or mild. That is the one them big time chef does use in the restaurant and at all the jerk festival. He say once I use that, I can't go wrong. So I pick up a bottle of the JCS Boston jerk seasoning, hot and spicy like me, and I slap it on the chicken and season it real good. Well, after a girly dinner so it was all full down. She licked she 10 fingers and she give me a wink eye. She say, Gopi, you score. Well, boy, the Gopi real score that night, yes, boy. That is a damn thing, Selvius.
Jamaica Country Style Boston Jerk Seasoning is distributed by Kingston Miami Trading Company and is available at major supermarkets and Caribbean grocery outlet. Log on to jcskitchen.com for great recipes or to order online. Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery is a place to go to satisfy your craving for tasty, home-style, Trini Caribbean food. Stew dishes, curry dishes, callaloo, macaroni pie, oil dung, cow heel soup, fish, provisions, saltfish, bacon chop, you name it. Real dung home, long time no eat treats. Bakery items like homemade bread, coconut bake, cassava pone, currant rolls, and coconut drops. Drinks like Morby, sorrel, juices, peanut punch, and the soursop drink is to die for. Stop by and taste for yourself. Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery, 20316 Northwest 2nd Avenue. That's 441 just north of Ives Dairy Road. Call 305-974-5876. Sweet Aunt Kathy can really cook.
All right, good afternoon to you. Once again, thank you all for the texts. I'm receiving many texts. For those of you who have texted me to send you the link, I will answer the text with the link after the program is over, with the link to my new online radio station. Rex up in New York, Rex Barrow, he say, I'm listening and I'm watching you on YouTube. Hey, Rexy, how you doing, my good friend? Hope the wife is okay. Yes. I know the wife had a little accident recently. Hope she's okay now. Ronnie says, hey, Mike, congratulations. Thank you, Ronnie. All right, Ermin Hopper, yes, thanks for tuning in. Claudia McKinney, yes, thank you, Claudia, and all the other folks. Don't forget that my good friend Hayden put the link on my YouTube, so you can also get the link there. And you can go to CaribbeanAffairs.info. That's my listener, my good friend Randy Ellis up in Orlando. He has put the link on his website. So go to CaribbeanAffairs.info, and you can find the link there also. I'm developing a website, so when I have the website, you'll know that too. I'm developing ideas for programs. You can also always share your ideas of what programs you may tune into. There's lots of options out there. There's regular radio, there's online radio. You can listen to internet stations anywhere in the world. So I know there's a lot of competition, but I have some programming ideas in mind that I think that you will enjoy. It's going to be a variety. You know, I believe in variety is the spice of life, so you won't hear one thing only. You'll get a good variety of music, different genres from across the Caribbean. We'll be featuring different islands, different artists, not just Trini. You know, you listen to some online thing and all he has is Trini artists. Another good calypsos from across the region go unheard. No, you'll hear that. You'll hear news as usual from across the region. All right, so you're going to hear all that. So Ann Walker, thank you for tuning in. Congratulations on your new radio station, and you're now a happy camper and a happy trekker too. Do you and your listeners know about the fabulous shows on YouTube and Facebook? WAC 90.1, yes, a lot of my listeners, they feature WAC radio there. But now I will be competing, or I'm not competing, but you know, you'll have an alternative to listen to WAC sometime, so you can be switching back and forth. All right, Cleo, yes, and Francilia, thanks for tuning in also. Now, you heard me talk about singing Sandra. On Wednesday, I'm waiting to get more information on this. She's going to be featured in state at the City of Port of Spain Town Hall. Her body will lie in state there at the town hall in Port of Spain. I understand that they will be streaming the funeral services live. I'm waiting to get the information on where you can find it live. But if I don't get it today, you can tune into my radio station. That songs during the next few days. Yeah, I will be starting my live show probably on Monday. I don't know the timers yet, but just listen and you'll hear. So I plan to do a daily program. We'll see how it goes. But I'll update you on the information. I'll also put it on my Facebook where you can find a live stream for Singing Sandra's funeral services. She will be honored. The body will lay in state at the Port of Spain Town Hall on Wednesday, and I think the funeral services might be Thursday. All right, so I'm waiting to hear some of that information. In the meantime, the next two songs will feature Singing Sandra. This tune here is one of my favorite tunes. And when I went to Trinidad, what year she won it with that tune again? Let me see here. That was in 1999. I went to Trinidad at Calypso tent, and I saw her at the Calypso tent singing the song. And from the time I heard it, I went to her and I said, Sandra, you have the crown this year. She said, you think so, Mike? You say, yes. I said, Sandra, they can't beat you this year. You have the crown. Now, Sandra and I became friends, like I told you, when I brought her up with the United Sisters in 1992, I think, when I had that fete at the Travel Lodge. All right? We became friends since then. And I said, Sandra, you have it. So she sang the song on stage at the Mardi Gras. And as soon as she sang, I went backstage and said, Sandra, you got it. So when they announced the winners, the very first person to interview Singing Sandra for radio was me. I was right there waiting, and she said, Mike, you got the first interview. So and I played it here for you. I was looking, it's on a cassette somewhere. There was since 1999, so I don't even know where it is. And she said, Mike, the first interview is for you. So the very first person to interview her after her winning the Calypso Monarch Voices from the Ghetto was me, yours truly. So here's Voices from the Ghetto from the late Singing Sandra. Many times when she sings this live, it brings her to tears. I've seen her tears rolling down her eyes as she sings this song. Singing Sandra, Sandra Devines Millington. She was last year, just over a year ago, when she was brought here.
The sun rises slowly over
Hear the song.
hills. Everywhere is gold and sunlight, but still, most nights with hotels are crowded. There are days with dark clouds are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only volunteers get the fill. Empty promises is what they hear. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire. That if there is a Messiah, someday he hear their whispered prayer. Covered always bare and scanty. 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Forced to sell on the pavement. No vacancy, no employment. Cattle fire cracker from gunshot. Blood does flow when things get hot. Afraid to look out the window. To hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 Lord, Lord, crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 Lord, Lord, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Help us, Father. Oh, Lord. Mothers just hold them head and ball. And them woman stronger than a wall. very often. Simpson measuring a coffin. One night in bed you're sleeping. Next night is a wake that you're keeping. So you're praying to win the lotto, not to hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto. Crying, Lord, crying. Hear them pleading, crying. Voices from the ghetto. A hand to us, Lord. We are not a forgotten people. Hear our prayer. With dented pride, they soldier on. Revolutions-based politicians born. And often their tragic story brings a journalist glory. No wonder they view the world with scorn. From since the day they born, some call them rebels without a cause. These social victims of unjust laws, but yet they christen the heroes, renegades, desperados, forever knocking on heaven's doors. Hear me? Steel band music shatters the silence, harmony to conquer the violence. Big men run when cops approach, fighting for scraps with the cockroach. Young Turks, they're tough protecting, almost every young girl expecting. So tomorrow begs the borrow, there'll be another voice from the ghetto. Crying, Lord, crying, crying, voices from the ghetto. Crying, pity call, mama. Crying, pity call, papa. Crying, voices from the ghetto. Social amenities, Lord, heaven knows. Opportunities, well, them always close. Can't get work once it white collar. So if you can't stretch your dollar, it's later for you crack or smoke your pipe. You're short of dead from gripe. Life does rape dignity and pride. Till there's only bitterness left inside. And every day is a hustle. Arguments are settled with muscle. Till you're 6 feet deep by 3 feet wide. Children through life keep on drifting. There's something they're smoking or sniffing. Or maybe they're trying to forget this life of misery and regret. No one to come to their rescue except Capleton and Boujou.
So them boom boxes, the Lego. They hear voices from the ghetto. A petit po, mama me mada baby po, mama nana petit po, petit po, petit po, Ah, yes, one of the top calypsos. The song was written by Mr. Christoph Grant, who is a lawyer. He wrote many of Singing Sandra's song in the latter years. Voices from the Ghetto. Nathan Kingsale, thanks for tuning in. He said, I hope I'm on your list. Yes, you're on my list. I'll send you the updated information from my new radio station. And thanks for the congratulations I'm receiving from many people texting me. If you're texting me, some of you, put your name in the text because I don't have the name in the contact list. So put your name there, and so I'll know who I am speaking to or who is giving me all those nice little messages, all right? So once again, let me give it to you now. It is S5. S is in sugar, and then the number 5. So S5 dot Citrus, Citrus as in RUS as in orange. Citrus and then the number 3. So s5.citrus3.com. And then you have colon, not the word colon, but the 2 dots, colon, 2020, that's 2020, the numbers, 2020, /public/Caribbean Connection. All right, s5.citrus3.com, colon, 2020, /public/Caribbean Connection. It's up and running now, just music playing there. But when I have my programs formatted and whatnot, I'll be doing live programs and different things in there. You have a lot of options to listen to some beautiful programming on the Caribbean Connection online. All right, so that it is. I will share it online. It will be on my Facebook page. If you go to CaribbeanAffairs.info, Randy put the link there also, and Hayden put it on YouTube, on my YouTube page that you're looking at now, some of you. All right, so thank you all very much. Another tune that I enjoy, and I said that when she sang it also, this would have won the crown. Ancient Rhythms. She won the crown in 2003, and this is one of the tune. And to see the police band was a band backing her up at the Mardi Gras, and to see the enjoyment in the officers when they were playing this tune on stage at the Mardi Gras, it was just wonderful. And there's a video on YouTube with this song, wonderful video. Ancient Rhythms, singing Sandra.
From across the continent that someone's described as dark. Oh, feel a vibration, feel a rhythm, feel a spark. Oh, when my spirit is feeling low, this natural mystic lifts me so, like a bongo or Orisha drum. Deep in the Congo, calling me Sandra. Oh, makes me want to dance. Puts me in a trance. I can't control my feet. I was scarred by a whip. I was tied on their ship. I was used. I was wrong. But that can't keep me down. Though my face, they may scorn. They crown me with thorns. I'm the root, I'm the rock. Resolute like my locks. Ancient rhythm. Oh, you healer of my pain. Make me whole again. Yeah, though I travel far, I am Africa. Ancient rhythm. Brought here to this land, which I now do call my home. Oh, Trinidadian, though my spirit is still roam. Yeah. In the ghetto, born and raised, my ancestors are taken with praise. True religion, peace I found. Meditation when I lay on the morning ground. Oh, makes me feel to dance, dance, dance. Put me in a trance. Flowing through my veins. Now I'm free as a bird. Liberty is the word. West Indian, Caribbean, African, Nubian queen. My skin they burn, with crosses they burn. No, I won't be denied. There is beating inside. Ancient rhythm, your healer of me pain. Come, 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 make me whole again.
Ancient Rhythm,
Oh,
make
deep
me
within
feel
my
like
soul.
gold.
Red, green, black, and gold. Just Aliman. Aliwan, yeah.
Alio, oh yeah.
Aliwan, yeah.
Alio, oh yeah.
Humanity, Mondo, yeah.
Alio, oh yeah.
Aliwan, yeah.
Gay, 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 gay. feel to dance. Dance, 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 dance. Ancient rhythms, boy. Ancient rhythm, singing Sandra. What a tune, what a tune. Ancient rhythm. And I remember the mask grab, boy. Captured in my memory. The officers of the police band that backed up the artists, how they enjoyed playing this tune. Yeah. Afternoon to Ben Jr. He said, one of my Honduran listeners. Awesome move. Keep me in the loop. Thank you, Ben. Thanks for tuning in. Somebody said, teacher. Guess you're talking about Narissa. Eh? I look forward to your input. Good afternoon, teach. The teacher's in. The teacher's in.
YouTube account and a leave blast. A nice little house and green grass. These are some of the vilest creatures. And if you come here with a weak heart, you gon' pass out before the week pass. This worse than jeepers, creepers, werewolf monsters and reapers. I come from a different timing, where you walk on a very thin lining. Was hide a music of badness, and you could lose your life in the rhyming. Many places we would go to sing, man, have ice pick and blades and long things for shining. And the adversary on the night might enter the venue with a death squad behind him. And if you tell them the wrong thing, I guarantee the next 6-7 months you're hiding. Cause that's what we're riding. Them no afraid, no police uniform, neither siren. The incorrect part of speech could make your head up in the Gulf of Paria. But the mic right and the light bright and you fight like a warrior. So when you see me burn up the place, they may never burn up the place. And when you see me turn up the place, they may never turn up the place. Boy, when you see me burn up the place, they may never burn up the place. So when I come from the place, it's hide and the mic on your body in a grave. Drunk to them in the shit red wine. Big woman and the big pen wine. Everybody know what thing them wine. Give on the money in them wine. Rough time I from in them time. You can't have a thin skin them time. Can't have a yellow intestine. Can't have a thin skin them time. Watch it. I come from a different zone. Where many people sheltered at home. With them nice computers and phone. With them fresh bank account and loan. 12 o'clock in the night we a roam. Warlords, no money to go home. Nobody had mechanical surgery, but everybody hips and chrome. We stay sharp, we don't care what the topic was. Reach the destination, we don't care what the traffic was. Lyrics always ready down below the esophagus. Get your dictionary, learn about the esophagus. Step into the ring, everybody know what trouble was. Lyrics hard like a turtle back from up in the Galapagos. I mean, never had no time to play around with those stragglers. See them coming from a farm, view them with the binoculars, and they couldn't come up here. I mean, know what a dumpy was. I mean, never gave a damn about what the job or your hobby was. If I see you by the hotel, would I catch where the lobby was? Even right up on the corner, they with me and we Robbie was. In the streets surrounding us, everybody is grabbing us, and they're looking at us like they want to hurry, some stabbing us, but we jump in the circle, don't falter like Urkel, slap on the purple, and be a terror of fabulous. See me burn up the place, they may never burn up the place. And when you see me turn up the place, they may never turn up the place. Boy, when you see me burn up the place, they may never burn up the place. Wherever I come from the place, it's either the mic or your body in a grave. Drunk to the nigga, red wine. Big woman and the big pen wine. Everybody know what thing then wine. spread like malaria. And Diana from them is Kera. Man with the big chin and beera. Means he was a lender or dealer. Old school Adidas and Fila. Ask my brethren Crislow and Wheeler. Promoter would only call for heavyweight. So you have to move like if you're born a heavyweight. If they say you know you have to storm to any gate. Many places know we bring con to every play. Life was on the low but now we have to elevate. Let me see the rock and never start to levitate. Now me on the good and now me have to celebrate. Now me have to celebrate. Yeah, me have to celebrate. See me man up the place. Let me man up the place. I when you see me turn up the place. Let me turn up the place. Boy when you see me man up the place. Let me man up the place. My brother I come from the place. It's either the mic or your body in a grill. Jump to the nigga chill red wine. Big woman and the big men wine. Everybody know what thing them wine. Wave on the money in them wine. Rough time I forbid them time. You can't have a thing in them time.
Was in Africa, and I was a warrior, hunting lion and tiger, brave like my forefather. And when the darkness gathered, we sit around a fire, telling of the bravery and courage of our great ancestors. And we chanting, Maraya, oh, 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 Maraya, oh, oh, Maraya, and freedom surround me, food and wealth in a quantity. If I could go back to Africa, then I could be a great hunter. Running, swimming, climbing, or on a fire dancing, women washing and singing. You can hear their voices echoing the wind. Chanting, Maraya, oh, 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 Maraya, oh, oh, Maraya. Village fell in grief. Was the death of the tribal chief. The chief had a son named Mutuba, who was to take over. But then came another warrior, who claimed to be the next ruler. They tested their skills in a battle, and Mutuba was the winner. So the crowd chant,
Umbayaya, oh, Umbayaya, oh, Umbayaya, oh. Nuri says, yeah, oh. Uh-oh. Good afternoon, Teach.
How you doing?
Somebody on YouTube said, teacher, I look forward to your input.
Ooh, okay.
I wonder what they're talking about.
I don't
Good
know.
afternoon, Teach. How's everything?
It is.
How are you today?
I am.
You heard the news.
The news that you're
Yeah.
you're moving.
Since you joined me here, you've been after me, Mike, online. Do your own. You're one of the few people that have been after me to do it, and you know my resistance to doing it. Not that I didn't want to, not that I didn't think it was right. Part of the decision was whether I was going to retire or not. Obviously,
Right,
I mean honestly, that's part of the resistance.
Understood.
Whether I was going to just say, you know what, I had a good 34 years, time to ride off into the sunset, retire, enjoy my weekends, travel the world like I want to so much. Now with this, I can travel the world. So I can actually go online and do my program from anywhere I am. So I could travel and visit some places I would love to visit.
Wow.
I was also questioning the relevancy of me doing an online program because there's so many other online programs doing it. So 75% of me was saying yes, and the other 25 was saying eh.
Understood.
So the 75% won.
Okay.
And it was brought upon because of the situation with this radio station here. As the people know, since January, we've been off the air of AM, the AM dial, but we've been online. And we don't know for sure where we are going. We have no input from the folks upstairs as to what's happening with the station. Are we going to be back here? Do we have to look for a new station?
It's so weird.
And I said, you know what? It's time. It's time. So I did the move. Now I have my own online thing, which is already streaming. I'm playing music.
Hey.
And I have all kind of programs lined up. So
Wow.
as the teacher say, as the guy say, I think it's a guy, didn't have a name. What's your input?
What's my input?
Yeah.
So I'm excited that you're able to. I think I would like to say add this platform. So want to make sure everybody knows I've been at Mike to add online. Like, so I know radio broadcast is your wheelhouse, is where your audience is, but also there's a new audience that is really in tune with the Caribbean culture and wants to access it wherever they are. So I'm glad that you're able to add, and of course, if if there's an opportunity again that opens up for you to for somebody who respects what you bring to the table, to be broadcast, I know you're open to those kinds of things as well, but this is like, to be very fair to everybody who is listening. Mike has been trying his best with this station to be flexible with them, because he knows how much you all look forward to him. Noon, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You turn on, you're ready. You're doing whatever it is you're doing. You're driving. You're cleaning. You're working with your children. Whatever it is, he really has been.
And let me interrupt you in that
sure.
factor played a
big
major
part.
part
Yep, I know.
in me deciding, because
Yep.
when I hear from listeners, whether by text, in person, an email, how much the program means to them,
Yep.
how much they look forward to it,
Yeah.
the news, the information, the music, the jokes that I bring, the strangers from around the world, how much they would miss it if I'm not here.
Right.
And in fact, when I told people that if I didn't get financing, that I would be gone,
Right.
the people said, no. So many people said, no, Mike. And I've had contributions from all different kind of people, not just Caribbean people. That's the thing. Older people, younger people, that say, Mike, whatever it is, we need to keep you here. So when that was a major part in me deciding I have to do something to keep doing this on the air. Yes, it's not radio, but I think a lot of it is habit. And especially to some of my older listeners, you have to get in the habit of now going online in whatever format. And I'm going to make it easier as I go along. I'm going to have an app in place, a website. So it's going to be easier to go online to listen to the program. And now you have access to 24/7.
Yeah. And that's the wonderful thing. So I was listening, I think it was yesterday I was listening, and the music, the variety of music that you're going to be able to bring to the people, and then for them to get used to just having Caribbean Connection on in the background, like all the time, not just on Saturdays. So, and that's good as well because, with that, the other thing that's amazing about online is we can track listeners. So, like, not in the FBI track. Let me just make sure we're being really clear here. But you can, when it's online, hold on a second here. So when things are done online, you're also able to see where your listeners are coming from.
Right.
The listeners can give us emails, all of those kinds of things that allow us not only to see the impact of your show, but these things are also what are going to allow us to serve the listeners more. So if we know that we're getting a whole bunch of people who are listening in Canada, say, or who are listening in Maryland or Tennessee or Texas, then imagine that we can now start partnering with people in those areas to bring the Caribbean Connection closer to your home.
Right.
So I think there's so much that can be done now that you have control over the platform that you're on.
Right.
And hopefully, everything else works out for the rest of the block. That's on Saturdays. So, everybody pray. Pay attention, stay connected to us and to everyone. And like cats, everyone here is going to land on their feet, right?
Let's go to the top of the hour. We'll come back. Thanks, Dawn. Dawn just said, congrats, Mike. You are the man. All the best. Looking forward to continued listening. Thank you very much, Dawn. And folks, as I told you, tomorrow would have been Panorama semifinals in Trinidad and Tobago. I would have been there. Just to let you know, Panorama started 63. There have been 63 Panorama. No, from 1963, sorry. Panorama started in 1963. And the band that won Panorama the most is Desperados with 12 wins, followed by Renegades with 11 wins. So here's a little piece of Renegades as we go to the top of the hour. We have birthday greetings coming up, and strangers from around the world, vintage and groovy soca jam, and so much more coming up in our final hour.
And the right mix of Caribbean music, news, and information, tune into the Caribbean Connection radio show with Mike Andrews every Saturday from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The most versatile show on the radio.
1 minute after 2 o'clock, WNMA Caribbean Connection Radio Show. As we get into our final hour here, let me start by giving you a little story, strange news from around the world. These are actual stories that you wonder that people do some weird things in this world, right? Police in Japan have arrested a woman after the body of her dead mother was discovered in a freezer in her flat. Yomi Yoshino, who is 48 years old, said that she found her mother dead and hid the body because she didn't want to move out of the Tokyo home they shared. This, folks, was 10 years ago.
What? I'm sorry, what? What?
10 years ago. Her mother died 10 years ago. She hid the body in the freezer because she didn't want to move out of the home apartment that they shared. Now, there were no visible wounds on the frozen body, police said. The authorities could not determine the time and the cause of the woman's death. The body was reportedly discovered by a cleaner after Miss Yoshino had been forced to leave the apartment due to not paying her rent. She missed some rent, so they forced her. The body had been bent to fit in the freezer.
God.
Yoshino was arrested at a hotel in the city of Chiba, which is near Tokyo, yesterday. Wow. Body in the freezer for 10 years.
God, man.
Hey. 2 minutes after 2 o'clock, we got some birthday greetings going on. Some folks celebrating birthday. All right. Skip Lazama, a good friend, does a jazz program on WDNA. His birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Skippy. We have Miss Francilia Smith, who is the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Francilia. Cliff Mears, you know him as Soca Man Cliff. He plays nightly at Nick's Restaurant on Hollywood Beach. You can catch him. In fact, he said that Monday they're doing a live show for, I think, Netflix. So you can catch him there. Cliff Mears, Soca Man Cliff. He's from Dominica. His birthday's on Monday. Happy birthday, Cliff. We have Maggie Rose John. Maggie, her birthday's on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Maggie. And Miss Hortense Romer, her birthday is on Thursday. So all the birthday folks around this time, happy birthday to you.
So much wiser. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. Like wine maturing, so pure, sure and sparkling. It's so reassuring to know someone so loving. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true, my darling. Happy birthday to you. Long life, sweet dreams, and all Jaja blessings. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You have a nice day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. May good things come your way. It's really a pleasure to know such a treasure. There's nothing to compare with your style and grace, my dear. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. You're truly delightful and also insightful, amazing and funny. You're such great company. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true, my darling. Happy birthday to you. Long life, sweet dreams, and all the blessings. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You have a nice day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. May good things come your way. This is your day. This is
celebrating your birthday around this time, happy birthday to you. Coming down to the month of January. We got a lot of January girls. January girls celebrating their birthday. Here's to all the January girls. Rancilia, I know you like this one, huh? January girls.
January girls, I think, are the best. January girls, they surpass the rest. February girls, they are hard to please and like to have their men bowing to their knees. And as the March winds blow, the girls are just the same. They drink you like a fish and give you a false name. In every sense, I would rather be in love with a girl born January. The girls that were born in April and May, they like to be glamorous night and day. Parties and nightclubs, they gone to roam. It's difficult to get them to stay at home. As for June and July, you cannot trust. They are known to the world to be flirtatious, and that is why I would rather be in love with a girl born January. August, September, and October, it will be Virgo, Scorpio, and Libra. Well, the girls that were born under these three signs, they like the English weather for changing their minds, especially those who born under Scorpio. They just tell you yes and then they change to no, and that is why I would rather be in love with a girl born January. January ruled by Aquarius. They are usually modest and generous. The appropriate partner to have in life. They guarantee to make you a splendid wife. Well, November and December don't trust their sight. They like angels in the day and devils at night. And that is why I would rather be in love with a girl born January. Scorpio and Libra. Well, the girls that were born under these three signs, they like the English weather for changing their minds, especially those who born under Scorpio. They just tell you yes and then they change to no, and that is why I would rather be in love with a girl born January. January ruled by Aquarius. They are usually modest and generous. The appropriate partner to have in life. They guarantee to make you a splendid wife. Well, November and December don't trust their sight. They like angels in the day and devils at night. And that is why I would rather be in love with a girl born January.
Oh boy, in love with a girl called born January. Hortense, happy birthday to you, also coming from Jill Gallen and family. Happy birthday, Hortense. And Millie Charles, another January girl. Her birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Millie, coming from Kevin and Michael. Happy birthday to all the January girls. And a special shout out to one of my longtime listeners, Miss Ida Gibbs. She's saying a week and a half, she'll be 86 years old. Happy birthday, Ida, coming up. And wishing you all the best. You say, you know, Mike, I've been in and out of hospital. I'm not doing too well. Well, we wish you the best. You know, she say, I have age-related issues. Yeah, when we get older, that's what happens. So wishing you the best, Miss Ida. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for being a supporter all these years. When I come back, we're going to do our movement section, and I'll tell you why we got to keep moving, all right, when I return.
I'm checking this recipe and they list amaranth bush. What's that?
In Jamaica, they call it callaloo. In Trinidad, they call it baji. Here in the US, it's like spinach. Whatever you call it, it's available and ready to cook as the Jamaican country-style callaloo. The JCS callaloo bush comes in a 19-ounce can already made for you. Just open the can and throw it in the pot to add to your saltfish, breadfruit, green banana, or the Trini favorite baji and rice, with or without pigtail. The Jamaican country-style callaloo bush is rich in flavor and nutrition and is available at major grocery outlets or Caribbean stores. Distributed by Kingston Miami Trading Company. For great recipes or to order online, go to jcskitchen.com.
Go for yeah. Boy, I have a curry tabanka today, boy. I don't care if it's curry chicken, curry goat, curry fish, or even curry egg. Once it's curry, I good to go. Well, it's a good thing I have the Jamaica way curry powder in the cupboard. Yeah, now, boy, the Jamaica way curry powder is real good curry. It's real authentic Caribbean style curry that is certified good quality. No fake ingredients. It comes in 3 sizes. A small boy, a big youth, and a bigger man. Boy, when you cook with the Jamaica way curry, you'll have them licking their fingers. It's easy to find because it's in all them supermarket and groceries. Listen to the Gopi. The Jamaica way curry powder is boss. That is the damn thing, self, yes, boy.
Jamaica way curry powder is distributed by Kingston Miami Trading Company. Log on to jcskitchen.com for great recipes or to order online. Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery is a place to go to satisfy your craving for tasty, home-style, Trini Caribbean food. Stew dishes, curry dishes, callaloo, macaroni pie, oil dung, cow heel soup, fish, provisions, saltfish, bacon chop, you name it. Real down-home, long-time no-eat treats. Bakery items like homemade bread, coconut bake, cassava pone, corn rolls, and coconut drops. Drinks like Morby, sorrel, juices, peanut punch, and the soursop drink is to die for. Stop by and taste for yourself. Sweet Aunt Kathy's Restaurant and Bakery, 20316 Northwest 2nd Avenue. That's 441 just north of Ives Dairy Road. Call 305-974-5876. Sweet Aunt Kathy can really cook.
Once again, a special good afternoon to you. Thank you for all the people calling in. Miss Clara Roberts, thank you for tuning in on YouTube and all the other folks.
All kinds of amazing things are happening. And so I'm hoping that everybody who is calling in and writing in, you're also writing in with your information so that we can keep you abreast of all of the things that are developing. Because you've got a bunch of things developing, and you want to make sure everybody knows how to get you and how to contact you and wherever it is that you land. So really excited about what's coming.
Part of my theme over the years is music that makes you move. Yeah. I always say dance as if no one is as if no one is watching. My segments include times when we just have music to dance and so on, because I believe, even though I don't always follow it now, especially with these computer thing, that movement keeps you healthy. Just got an article here. In fact, I got it in the Trinidad Guardian. Article about the sitting disease. The sitting disease refers to people that keep a sedentary lifestyle. Right. It's a term used to describe individuals who engage in prolonged periods of cumulatively or overall inactivity. While sitting all day may seem harmless, you may be surprised at the negative impact it has on your health. Now, worldwide, over 5,300,000 deaths occur annually as a result of inactivity and sedentary lifestyles. 5,300,000 folks.
Wow.
13 hours of every day spent sitting by the average adult. That's too long. And 4 of 5 adults fail to meet their daily 30-minute requirement of physical activity. And you have a 112% increase of developing diabetes from a lack of physical activity. And you are 1.5 times likely to suffer a stroke due to oversitting. Now we have the computer, and I'm victim to that. Sometimes I go on the computer and I research. I say I'm going to spend half an hour on the computer. I look at the time, it's 3 hours has gone by. You know, and I personally have seen the result of that in my increased girth.
Like how you say it.
That's putting it nicely.
Like how you say it. Girth.
My increased girth. In other words, big belly. You know, and they say, in fact, when you sit, the pains that you have increase. Yeah. So there's a motivation now to have you moving. If you don't move it, you could lose it. Older adults who are not active may be more likely to get the osteoporosis, which is weakened bones, and could slowly become unable to perform basic tasks of everyday life, like walking and talking, not talking, but walking and so on. So, movement. Do you have a sedentary lifestyle?
Well,
Narissa,
it's a use.
that was directed at you.
Thank you. Well, the thing is as an educator, it has our lifestyles. All of us have changed because what you're used to doing is walking around the classroom and walking places and everything like that. We used to stand. I used to stand 6 out of 7 hours, and so now I sit 6 out of 7 hours. Mm-hmm. And I myself have seen, what did you call it? Increased girth, right? Increased girth, right? So and it's not helpful to the knees. It's not helpful to the heart and everything like that. So I think what's great is that I think a lot of us are understanding that, and now there are resources like a standing desk. I think that is the most genius thing. But also the thing is that it's just not good for you to be staring anywhere for 6 hours. So now, you know, what's a really good idea, and what we found is just get up, look around, you know.
Well, here are some rules of thumb.
Sure.
For every 30 minutes of sitting, try to stand for 8 minutes and move around for 2 minutes. So for every 30 minutes of sitting, try to stand for 8 minutes and move around at least 2 minutes. Walking up and down stairs instead of taking the elevator. Mm-hmm. If you work at a desk for extended hours, try a standing desk or improve with a high table or counter. Here at the station, we used to be standing for years. We stood, and I enjoy that because I dance, I move. No, we sit, and I don't like it. When I get up, my knees are cracking, my bones are stiff. It takes me 5 minutes to get warmed up so I could walk out of here. You integrate a treadmill desk or a bike desk into your work from home office. Walking around while talking on the phone if space is permitting. So while you're on the phone, walk around. Limit the amount of time you spend sitting and watching TV. And with COVID, man, all of us are guilty of sitting there, you know, imbibing on movies and snacks. That's one, oh man, I hate that. Yeah. And changing traditional video games into activity promoting games. So our children that are stuck on videos, we used to go outside and pitch marbles and play rounders and play scooch and play stick 'em up and, you know, all those kind of running games. No, they don't do that. They play video games, and they're online, and they're playing video games with people from Uzbekistan, right? Even, you know, so those are some of the things that you can do, you know, to get moving. Other than that, I've got music.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what this hour is about, right?
Yeah, this segment here, music and dance. We're going to start off nice and groovy. Mm-hmm. I'm going to end with a pace to get us moving. You ready, Narissa?
I'm ready, Mike. You ready?
All right. Somebody says sitting is the new smoking.
Right.
Wow. Right. I like that on YouTube. So here we go. We're going to start off nice and groovy, right? Left to right. Stretch yourself. Stretch your legs. Up. Down. Touch your toes. Mm-hmm. Up. Down. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
she give me out. I know way, push it on me. Look back, smile, grinny, grinny. Acting like she know me, whining like she own me. Something about this behavior, it seem kinda familiar. Girl, I don't remember you, but I remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, I just remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, but I remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, I just remember your waistline. Come on, this might feel so familiar, but I don't know, no. Could be the liquor me feel I don't know you. Like something on me when you start talking to me. Some kind of psychology, cause I lost my memory. I'm so sorry, baby girl, I don't remember where we met. If it was inside of a club or if it was inside a fed. I know why you get upset, I know why you stop whining yet. Don't know your name, I forget. Girl, I don't remember you, but I remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, I just remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, but I remember your waistline. Girl, I don't remember you, I just remember your waistline. I remember how you turn back, way on your giving out. I know way push it on me. Look back, smile, grinny, grinny. Acting like she know me, whining like she own me. Something about this behavior, it seem kinda familiar, familiar. Amnesia, I think I have it, but this memory seizure becoming a habit. And I'm not gonna deceive you, I can't lie about it. I was out there routing, so I highly doubting that I remember you. I'm so sorry, baby girl, I don't remember where we met. If it was inside of a club or if it was inside a fed. I know why you get upset, I know why you stop whining yet. Don't know your name, I forget. Girl, I don't remember you.
We having a ball when bam bam rolling and waistline turning. Just give me something, boy, don't stop at all. You're sexy and you're getting on. You're looking rude. I love the way you turn it on. You're putting me in the mood. If you don't tell your girlfriend and I don't tell my boyfriend, we don't have to pretend at all. There's nothing wrong with whining, a little dirty dancing. Right now it's perfect timing. Back up on the wall. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of wine. Nothing wrong with it. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of grind. I could handle it. A little joking, a little walking, a little jamming. We having a ball.
If you're on YouTube, you can see me moving, boy.
And waistline turning, just give me something, boy, don't stop at all. I feel like I could give you all. When you whine like that, like I don't want to stop at all. I'm whining back, but you don't have a girlfriend and I don't have a boyfriend, and this is just a thing that's on, yeah. But I like how you climb it. You take your time and ride it. It's trouble, you go find it. Don't hold back at all. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of wine. Nothing wrong with it. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of grind. I could handle it. Just a little joking, a little walking, a little jamming. We having a ball when bam bam rolling and waistline turning. Just give me something, boy, don't stop at all. Just a little bit,
GBM in the party with all our friends, so we tell them on the device, up the vibe, drinks every night, better my mind, on my mind. This is what me telling them, turn up the vibes, drinks every night, girls start to wine, woman in front and man right behind her. So if you see me take off all of my clothes, the liquor come me, and when you see me true colors start to show, the liquor come me, and when you see the crazy vibes start to flow, it's the liquor come me, yeah. When the liquor hit me, I feel like I in ecstasy. When the liquor hit me, we throwing all the stress away. When the liquor hit me, we party until Ash Wednesday. When the liquor hit in me head.
say alone that day from Skunter. Any gal in front her, prowling like a hunter. Gal wine on it, wine on it. So me tell them turn up the vibes, drinks every night, bet on my mind, on my mind. This is what me telling them, turn up the vibes, drinks every night, girls start to wine, woman in front and man right behind. So if you see me take off all of my clothes, the liquor come come me. And when you see me true colors start to show, the liquor come come me. And when you see the crazy vibes start to flow, it's the liquor come come me, yeah. When the liquor hit me, I feel like I in ecstasy. When the liquor hit me, we throwing all we stress away. When the liquor hit me, we party until Ash Wednesday. When the liquor hitting me, so let me name them. All kind of liquor, what we drinking. Johnny Walker mixed with the Jinxin. Guinness and vodka, so rock punching. Caribbean Star, give me high knocking. Straight Tennessee does make my head spin. So pass me the juice, mix up with chumchin. And y'all them love when champagne popping. This is how we do it, party is our order. The strings flowing like water. Jamming on a woman, I say alone that day from Skunter. Any gal in front her, prowling like a hunter. Gal wine on it, wine on it. So me tell them turn up the vibes, drinks every night, bet on my mind, on my mind. This is what me telling them, turn up the vibes, drinks every night, girls start to wine, woman in front and man right behind me. So if you see me take off all of my clothes, the liquor come me. And when you see me true colors start to show,
This Gene said, go Mike, go Mike.
and when you see the crazy vibes start to
Gene as in street, Narissa.
come me, yeah.
Mommy is watching.
I feel like I in ecstasy. When
Oh yes, we got you moving. You got me moving, boy. I feel good already. I wish I had a standing situation here. Okay, that was a warm-up.
Come on now.
We're gonna use this song now. I already raised the heat. I'm sweating under my clothes here. And I wear long sleeves today because it was cold this morning. This segment here, Narissa,
Yes.
you included,
Uh-huh.
you gotta get up.
Okay.
Because the tune I have here is a real soca aerobics kind of tune, you see? Ready?
Okay.
I'll be moving. I hope
Sure.
you're moving. Those of you watching me on YouTube, move. You ready?
Y'all need to see him watch it.
Yeah. You ready?
Uh-huh.
If you're ready to wine,
Here we go. Mash up.
I said breathe in.
Moving.
Ladies, breathe out. Hey, come on, breathe in. Hey, breathe out. Faster now. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Push your waistline. Push your waistline. Push your waistline. Walk in. Oh, Lord. Hey, come now. Come now. That's emotion. Hey, back my day. Bringing back my day. Walk up the waistline. What you got? I love the way you just move your waist. Masha, she said left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. The girl tell me, shake up in the face. Oh Lord, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Look, we come here to party, we come here to wine, we come here to free up and have a good time. But the way you move your waist, like you rub it down with snake oil. She say, tonight, she watch my laugh. Tonight, I go wine on you till you fall. She say left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Walk up the waist, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Walk up the waist. Let me see your wine and roll you behind. Push it back, mash it back. Hold on, let me see you rock it like you're getting out of control. She say walk it up, left. This girl can't stop. Hey, walk up the waist. I said left, back, push. Yes, man, rock up the waist. Walk up the waist. Come now, breathe in, breathe out. Push. Let me show you what to do. Hey, tonight, I say tonight, I go wine on you till you blue. She balling left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Walk up the waist, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. All in the pace, walk up the waist. Let me see you wine and roll it in time. Push it back, right back. Hold on, let me see you walk it till you walk it out of control. I say walk it up, wine and roll, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Walk up the waist, walk up, it's fire. I say left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. Walk up the waist, snake oil waist. Breathe out, take a breather. Oh gosh, this whining thing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. No, I say push it back. Let me see you back, bend back. Push it boom, back. Wind back. Hey, push. Hey, walk up this. Hold on, come now. The woman keep pushing back on me. Steady, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. So I rest a wine on she body. Left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push. She say, Marshall boy, your wine is so fine. I'm feeling so happy. Push it one more time. The way you move your body, man, it looks so rude. I in the mood. No,
Ah, yes, boy, that was nice.
no, I in the mood.
When I build my station, I'm going to show I build one that I could stand.
Left, right, back,
This sitting down thing ain't going to work.
walk up the way.
So much more fun when you stand and you can move with the music.
Right, back.
Yeah, having fun here. Woo. Feel better already.
Let me see your wine and roll the behind.
I feel my girth has shrunk by 2 centimeters.
Nice.
2 centimeters.
Walk it up, after the wine and roll, left, right, back, push, left, right, back, push, walk up the waist, she go left, right, back, push, left, right, push, walk up the waist, oh Lord, yes. Now
I'm going to end with this one now.
line up, let me go.
End with this one. Not this one, but the following one.
Breathe in, breathe out, push it in, pull it out, push it in. Yes, man, you have to do it. Exercise your waist, bring it to
As you remember singing Sandra.
Oh yeah.
Sandra Devines Millington passed away this week. Funeral service for Buddy with Lion stayed at the Port of Spain Town Hall on Wednesday. It will be streamed. When I get the information, I'll share with you on my radio station. That sounds good. Whoa, donkey boy, let's ride that donkey.
ride.
whoa, donkey. Whoa, donkey. Whoa, whoa, donkey. Ah, that was fun. That was, I enjoyed that, Narissa.
It was great.
I enjoyed that. I was moving and I feel my blood already flowing. I'm warm. I'm sweating under my shirt here. My partner Rex in New York said, now you're making me get up and do something.
That's right.
Victor in Houston said, Mike, for increased girth, for you, increased girth means you need a bigger shirt.
That's great.
Well, only your partners and them could do that. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
That's
But
great.
that was fun. Congratulations, Mike. I've been listening to you from 1987 in the wee hours. You're going to be fine. That comes from Michael.
Yep.
Michael Archibald. Yeah, 1987. Wow. That's the year I started.
See?
December 1987.
You'll
I
be
got a
fine.
listener from then. In the wee hours. I used to do a show from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. Whew.
So, folks, please
So-
send your contact information to Mike. It's 305-527-7664. Next week or whenever, when we'll be able to give you a
I don't
email
know.
address, right?
I don't know what's happening next week, whether I'll be here or
Please.
here also, because I will be on my online station, but I don't know if I'll be here also. I still don't know what's going on with the station. We haven't
don't
heard
know.
anything from
Nothing.
the management
Not a thing.
as to where we are, how long, if, when, how, what. We haven't heard anything, so that's why I decided to make the move. Once again, folks, the site is S5. That's the letter S, number 5, dot citrus3, the number 3, CITRUS 3, the number 3. So citrus3.com, colon, excuse me, 2020, that's numbers 2020, /public /Caribbean connection. So s5.citrus3.com, colon, 2020 /public /Caribbean connection. And in fact, like I said, music is streaming there now. I just have a selection of music streaming, and it's nice music. So even after I finish, you can go and listen to music or tune into Eddie and They or whatever. But it's live, it's ongoing now, and that's where I will be. I will begin my live programming pretty soon as I get some things in place. There'll be some new programs that I'll be doing. Some guests, I probably have some guest DJs come in. Different things I have in mind to do, so make sure and keep it up. It's going to be an enjoyable, entertaining, and informative online station. All right? So I promise you that.
What would be great also is those of you who are reaching out to Mike, if you let Mike know what social media you already are engaged with. So if you're already on Facebook, let him know that you're there. If you use Instagram or TikTok or all those kinds of things, let him know that as well, because when it's time to get the word out,
Right.
It would be nice if you could share.
And as I build,
Yeah, and
we're
then-
going to have video feeds. I'm going to set up videos so you can actually see me like you see me on YouTube now. Also, I'm going to build a website so you can go to my website and link to that. So and there are various ways you can listen. You can have
Right.
a Bluetooth speaker, hook up your phone. I told you about that item that you can actually buy, that you can tune into internet stations without having to go to your computer. It's like a little radio. And that's another alternative to you to listen to online stations. All right, so after that movement, I got this tune. Last week I played it, and I got so many requests to play it again. I'm going to jam it now. The Mighty Shadow, a tune called Gossipin'. It's a head-bopping, toe-tapping, finger-flicking kind of tune, just to cool off after that rapid session of soca aerobics. This is just the kind of tune you groove. You're driving your car. You ever see the ad for the motor car with the hamsters? With the head just bobbing? It's that kind of tune. Just relax. Just bob along. Just bob along your head. Rosemary came down in her nightgown, telling Eunice people's business. Eunice girl, don't you know? And the husband bite out she big toe.
The sweet man does give doggy bone.
He get whack tail when he come home. The husband don't give doggy none. So the doggy bite off his bunion.
It was a bacchanal, it was like carnival. And let me tell you, girl, she in the hospital. This woman could gossip. She really could gossip. This woman could bad talk. She really could bad talk. Hotter than the fire, the big tail bone up. Child of a cold, the nostrils stop up. But she gossiping, yes.
gossiping. She know about gin and she know about mold, but she don't know how to have a hole in the soul. She gossiping. She gossiping. She know about the neighbor with the brown skin child. Don't you see the way the little boy does smile? He looking like the fellow with the roti shop. Don't you see the way the boy does hold the cup? The big head man that he calling daddy. The child have nothing for the family, but he would never ever say how much the man does drink. He would never ever say the husband sneakers stink. But she gossiping, yes. She gossiping. She gossiping, yeah. She gossiping. If you tell she a little secret about Jack, how he kiss up the Melda down in the track. She run down the road to tell Rosemary, I would tell you something, don't tell nobody. She tell and she tell and she tell and she tell. She tell and she tell till she forget who she tell. She come back to you with the same story. I would tell you something, don't tell nobody. She forget it's you who gave her the news, but she tell so much that she had confused. She gossiping, yes. She gossiping. She gossiping, oh yeah. She gossiping. She put on the fire, and she come down to talk to Delilah. I hearing her voice round the corner. She forget to peel the banana. Somebody this, somebody that, somebody background getting fat. Somebody daughter belly big, somebody slaughter, somebody pig. She gossiping, yeah. She gossiping. She gossiping. She gossiping. She's a gossiper. She's a gossiper. She's a gossiper. She's a gossiper. She bought dog a dog, hold the tail too long. She said that the dog is a real patong. She bought up the pussy by Tanty Grace. She said that the cat have a teeth in face. You wouldn't believe she bought up a cock. She said that the cock have a beak like a duck. They cook up the cock and they gave her a piece. She bought up the meat, she said too much of grease. She gossiping, yes. She gossiping. She gossiping, yeah. She gossiping. That's a gossiper, oh. She's a gossiper. She's a gossiper. She's a gossiper, yeah. She gossiping. She gossiping. She gossiping. She gossiping. And if a dog have a pup too close to him up, on her way to the shop, she'll pause and stop. She gossiping.
She gossiping. Thank you, Andrea, for tuning in. Andrea said, didn't you have all those moves, Mike?
Yeah.
Here's another text I got there. Congratulations. Big up. Wherever you go, I'll follow. Retirement is out of the question. We love you. God bless. Mike, you're dancing like no one is looking. I hear this part. I like when the music hit teach. She put down the pencil and take a thing. Go on, Narissa. That's exactly the text I got, boy.
She's a gossiping lady.
I'm very glad that you will have your own. Since I came to Florida, this is about the third time you have to look for a new station. Yeah, that's true. After the first time, that should have been telling you something, but nothing happens before it's time. So keep me informed. Yes. Thanks for your informative weekly program. It looks like it's time, you know. It's.
People, please tell Mike. Remember, you all started to hear me. I think in May, June. So I've been nipping at his heels from May, June about this. So, folks. Just let him know. The person
said nothing happens before it's time.
Nothing happens before it's time. This is correct. So tell him what social media you are on that you're comfortable with. We're not going to ask you to do anything, but we just need to know where to find you. So if it's just Facebook, if it's just send me an email, Mike, if it's Instagram, if it's Pinterest, if it's Twitter, whatever it is. And Mike right now is probably rolling his eyes because he thinks he has to be on all of that. You do not have to be on all of that, Mike.
All right.
You do not have to be on all of it.
All right.
Do okay. All right. Everyone just
okay.
Everyone calm down.
Okay. Okay. Gotta have a baron in there. Gotta slip a baron in there somewhere.
Come, let me take you back in time. I just want to refresh your mind. Come, let me take you back in time. Like in the days when we used to lie. Come, let me take you back in time. When I was trying to make you mine. Come, let me take you back in time. After all these years, girl, you look so fine. Come on, baby, let me take you back in time. Darling, honey, let me take you back in time. Hey, get there. Darling, I really miss you when you went away. God bless my eyesight. I'm glad you come back to stay. But we have to start all over, doing things together. Like unto one lone ranger on each eye, my imagination running wild. I wouldn't lie for you, baby. Come, let me take you back in time. You're this thing resting on my mind. Come, let me take you back in time. I can't forget when we used to lie. Come, let me take you back in time. You used to say you'd always be mine. Come, let me take you back in time. You could say that I have a one-track mind. Come on, baby, let me take you back in time. Darling, honey, let me take you back in time. Oh, yeah. Darling, I am longing for your loving. Since you went away, girl, you're going into a thing in your favor. Me and no stranger. It's important to
This is Ronnie
remember.
McIntosh on the Caribbean Connection with your partner, my partner too, Mike Andrews. How we go look? Hey, and
Well, all right. Hey, promotion time, yes? Right now, we want to promote all the fans, yes? We promote all the fans, from fans to air condition, hey, under any kind of condition. That's the mission. Listen, she leave from foreign and come to Trini to go all in them party. But I trying to talk to she, telling she how to move in the party. But no matter what I say, she don't want to hear. She won't hear. She tell me she have a dance and that she want a chance to start moving in front of everybody, whining for everyone to see, jamming up on everybody. She say, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. Let me jam and break away. Stick out your right foot so come to the heel and toe. I want the world to know why you're moving so. Come everybody, time to feel happy. It's time to get on. Come let me have fun. Hey, come and say anywhere you go. To the heel and toe. Stick out your right foot so. To the heel and toe. Stick out your left foot so. To the heel and toe. Well, by now you know you want to start for the show. And hey, style and style. Heel and toe business. New business. Yes, man. Check it. People in the fest that surrounding she, they were surprised at this Yankee, and they watching she carefully. But she say, come on, do this dance with me. Realizing she was the main attraction in the jam. She start moving in slow motion, had everyone paying attention. She start moving in front of everybody, whining for everyone to see, jamming up on everybody. She say, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. Let me jam and break away. Stick out your right foot so come to the heel and toe. I want the world to know why you're moving so. Come everybody, time to feel happy. It's time to get on now. Come let me have fun. Hey, come and say, come Casino, how to do the heel and toe. Downtown Casino,
to do the heel and toe.
Trini Porcino.
How to do the heel and toe. Them Tobago boys.
Who from Tobago?
Oh yes.
You are the star for the show.
They call it the jig.
Hey, heel and toe
The
style.
heel and toe.
Mix it nice.
Popular in Tobago, boy. Tobago Heritage Festival in August, July, August. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I could do the heel and toe.
One more.
It's similar to the punta dance.
What,
Folks,
can you show us the punta dance, Mike?
no.
One,
It's
no?
time to go.
See, I think that's
It's-
convenient.
It's
That was
time to
convenient.
go. It's time to
That
go.
was very
Folks,
convenient. That was very
we have
convenient.
reached the end. 3 at 3 coming up next. Eddie, Cleve, and Jillian.
That was very convenient.
They're here until 6 o'clock as we
Yeah.
continue with Caribbean programming. As I told you, I don't know what will happen here next week as far as I'm concerned, as far as any one of us is concerned. But I have set up something. It's online. It's streaming. Music is playing. Sometime this week, I'll begin my live programming. And you can go there. Check my Facebook. I'll have the link there. Eventually, I'll have a website. You can go there. You can go to right now, CaribbeanAffairs.info. Scroll down and you can find the link there. But once again, it is S5, letter S number 5, S5.citrus3, C-I-T-R-U-S, then the number 3, citrus3.com, colon, not semicolon, that's the 2 dots, not the dot on the comma, colon 2020, that's 2020 /public/ Caribbean Connection. Once again, S5.citrus3.com, colon 2020 /public/ Caribbean Connection. It's all and running now. And I will have my live program starting sometime this week as I try to build programs and so on from there. So we'll keep you updated as to what's happening. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Caribbean Connection radio show as I get ready to leave it for 3 at 3, Eddie, Cleveland, Jill. Narissa?
Mike.
Thank you for your prod and your encouragement, your input. We'll see how it goes from here, right?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. Folks, say goodbye to Narissa.
And folks, say goodbye to Mike.
Say goodbye to Mike. Well, so long for now.
So long for now.
All right.
For now. We'll see you soon.
And I'll leave you with this one saying thanks. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the years. Those of you who have been with me from 87. Thanks for everything. Your contribution, your support, your critique, your buffing. I get buffed sometimes too, but I take the buff nicely because I know it's meant well. And even people who have been negative, you've spurred me on to be more positive. So thanks for that too. So I'm out of here. I'll catch you again somewhere.
For all these blessings, we have to say thanks to the Almighty, man. Yeah.